Good morning. So the familiar groups video is uploading right now, and whatever the issue was with the uploads is no more. And I am just sat in meditation, and as I was sitting there and allowing this to formulate within me, my mind kept being drawn to the dynamic of triangulation. When a narcissist wants you to feel less than them, and so they try to, or attempt to, and in some cases successfully do, put you into competition with other people. And if they can't actually put you in competition with other people, they will attempt to make you feel like what you're doing is competing with another person, whoever that other person is, right? And when you wake up to that and you realize that that's what is happening and who the originator of all that is, then you realize that the plan all along was to attempt to get into your mind, your mental space, and break you down to where you could be controlled and another could maintain control of you so that they could redefine who you are and just take your identity from you. And when you come to that realization that that's who and what you're dealing with, whether it's in a large group of people or a singular person, you walking away and breaking away from that automatically is going to make you the one who is guilty of what they've been doing in their narrative. And I always say this on the channel: what people think of you, what people say about you is none of your business, because you don't control what people think. Everyone has the right to think freely, even if there's no validity to what their thoughts are, even if their judgments are clearly wrong. But you are able to overcome that in a way that they cannot siphon anything from you when you simply let their thoughts be their thoughts and let them enjoy the gift of always thinking negatively of everyone around them. And that forces that negative aspect of them right in front of them so that they have to deal with it. And it never becomes part and parcel of you. And so the projection from them to you fails. And when it fails in the setting of a large group of people, very often what will take place after you've left and completely removed yourself and cut yourself off from any interaction with those energies and with those people, or with those energies within those people, they will attempt to come back and apologize and say, oh, well, I didn't know that this is what, this person or this group really thought about you. The whole time that they're speaking that, they're seeing if you're dumb enough, because they still think you're stupid, to really pick up on their true intent. And if you completely cut them off, you've had no interaction, in order to make their narrative believable, very often what they feel the need to do is create false conversations, false text message streams, false interactions with you to take to the local police or take to people who once knew you if they suspect that they are supportive of you, and say, see, this person is contacting me, they're still interacting with me. It's not true that, that they're this good person. And again, even though, it can be frustrating when you get questioned about it or asked about it, if you've had no contact with them, you would have no knowledge of what they're doing. Do you pick up that maybe they're doing that internally as a sense? Yes. But I don't have anything to prove that. That's what you would say to somebody questioning you about it, is you don't have anything to prove it because you're not focused on it. You're not focused on anyone doing anything. But if they're coming to you and questioning you, then that is that agency being weaponized against you when you've done nothing, when you have no involvement. And, they can do all the search histories that they want. They can, look through your phone records all they want. The fact is there's not going to be any detail there showing that there's any animus from you to that person or that group of people when you've truly cut them off. And so the projection from the group fails in that same way that it failed with the singular individual, because then it forces all of that projection back onto each individual within that group and the group itself. And that is how you break, if there's really anything to break, the continual incantation of negative events in your life. That's how you break that, by simply just walking away completely and cutting off all communication, cutting off all channels, blocking them up if you have to, and making sure that as you walk away, there's nothing that they know about that is going on in your life other than what you make known. And if you make it known in a public way, of course they're going to know about it, because they're most likely stalking you online. They're most likely doing those things to follow you because they want to know there's something within them that is driving them crazy, that they need to know why the thing did not work with you. It's because you don't care. You've moved on and you chose better for yourself, and you chose to free yourself from that which, truly was not meant to stay in your life. And when you are in that space, that is the season where you're healing, where you're really, developing your discipline of this is, you say you want peace, but you're developing the discipline to maintain it by having boundary lines, by allowing for people that truly never cared for you to be removed from your life and be redirected to where they need to be. And in that way, you are removing yourself from the unnecessary chaos and destruction. And that is the best option if you truly want peace internally and you truly want stability. And you don't have to know everything that they were up to, because, you know, it will come out with time. And they will have no place to run and hide. They will have to own up to what they did. They will have to own up to their choices and their intentions and their actions and everything that they wanted to happen to you happening to them. So if this has helped you, I invite you to like the video and subscribe to the channel and enjoy your day.